It's 4:30 on WKYT this morning. The wife of a man who was killed in a hit-and-run last month says she wants answers as police continue to look for the driver.
A federal judge has ordered for Governor Steve Beshear as the debate over Kentucky marriage licenses continues.
And a happy reunion for a Central Kentucky family who lost their cat in New York. Now this feline has ended up back in the bluegrass.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you. It's Thursday, game day for the UK Wildcats taking on Auburn later today, so it's an interesting day ahead. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Let's see what the weather has in store for the big game day.
And it's going to be a good one. Now, this is actually probably your best day in the forecast, not just your week forecast, but off into your weekend, but maybe even next week too. So this is a good looking day in store. We're looking northbound Madison County. Things look pretty good. We're sitting at 45 degrees in Richmond. Look at some of these locations though. Mount Sterling coming in at 37 this morning. It is a chilly start to the day. Head into the afternoon, 71 degrees. Perfect weather, tailgating, ball game, whatever it may be. You're good to go heading out to Keeneland. We'll get into that forecast. I'll show you the weekend because it is much different. That comes up in a few minutes.
All right, Mike, I'll see you then. Thank you. The family of a Berea man who was killed by a hit-and-run driver last month is still looking for answers.
Police say 71-year-old Billy Croucher died the night of September 18th after being hit by a pickup. Police say they've run out of leads. Monique Blair spoke with Croucher's wife, who says the family isn't giving up their fight for justice.
He'd get up and do a little old dance-like thing, but nobody can't do it like him.
Frida Croucher misses her husband of 36 years every day, and now she is left wondering who hit 71-year-old Billy Croucher and then drove away.
I can't sleep at night, and I wake up all hours of the night just wondering, who done this? I mean, how can anybody hit somebody, not know it, and drive off?
Berea police say the truck that hit and killed Billy Croucher here at the corner of Prospect Street and Forest Street had front driver's side damage and rust stains on it.
Police say after they offered a $1,000 reward shortly after Croucher's death, several tips did come in, but none of them have led them to a suspect, and their investigation has since hit a dead end. So now Frida Croucher has just one question for the person responsible for killing her husband.
Why didn't you stop? Why did you not stop? At least stop.
And although an arrest won't bring her husband back, Frida says it would give her some answers to what happened the night he was killed.
I have to drive by where he was hit and killed every day, and it's hard. Because you drive by and all the markings are on the road and everything. It's just hard.
In Madison County,
everybody knew him, everybody liked him.
Monique Blair, WKYT.
Berea police still offering a $1,000 reward for the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for that hit and run.
Lexington police have made an arrest after a man was found dead on railroad tracks early yesterday. Police have charged 33-year-old John Kaywood with murder, abuse of a corpse, and evidence tampering. Police say they were first called to the tracks near the intersection of Nicholasville Road and Manowar for an assault report.
When they got down to that area, they did find a male that was deceased, and it was apparent that someone had tried to conceal that person's identity.
And the coroner identifies the victim as 58-year-old James Doug Holliness. Police have not said how he was killed or what they think led to it. They say that many people, many transients, stay in that area where the murder happened.
Well, new this morning, an abandoned Clark County business burned to the ground overnight. According to the Clark County Sheriff, the old Bananas on the River building on Ford Road has been abandoned for more than a decade. Crews were called there for a fire just before 9:30 last night. By the time they got there, the building was already up in flames. Because there was no electricity running in the building, the sheriff says they are considering the fire suspicious right now. The cause of that fire, though, still technically under investigation. Lexington police trying to figure out why someone fired shots into a motel room. Happened just after 7 last night at the Days Inn on 8th and Boonesboro Road. Police say someone fired 10 shots into a room and drove off. No one was injured. Police have not made any arrests. They say right now they don't have a lot of information on the case, but they're looking into some possible leads.
Time is 4:35 now on WKYT This Morning. A federal judge has ordered Governor Steve Beshear to announce if marriage licenses altered by Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis are valid. Davis removed her name from marriage licenses and replaced it with a note saying the licenses were issued under the authority of a court order. She opposes same-sex marriage for religious reasons. The ACLU asked the judge to order Davis to reissue the licenses. A spokesman for the governor's office did not comment on the judge's new order last night, but Governor Beshear has said publicly that he thinks the licenses that Davis issued are valid and will be recognized.
State police are talking to us about how they used Facebook video to track down an escaped inmate. Police say Justin Talby ran off last Friday while he and other prisoners were being unloaded at the Breathitt County Courthouse. He's doing a little dance there. A few days later, police say Talby appeared in a video that one of his friends posted on Facebook. Wasn't too long before a state trooper saw it.
The trooper was able to gain access to that video. He was familiar with the location in which he was at.
Police later showed up at the Wolfe County home of the man who posted the video. They say they found Talby there and arrested him. Police say he was surprised by how they found him, actually. He was already charged with burglary, resisting arrest, and violating probation. He's now also facing an escape charge.
And an interesting performance for the camera there. Well, if you are a UK student or staff member, you probably already know that you'll have to find a different place to park today. It's because of tonight's football game against Auburn. It's the first time that Commonwealth Stadium has hosted a Thursday game. To free up parking spaces for fans, UK will offer shuttles for students and staff. They'll need to park at Rupp Arena, Whitaker Bank Ballpark, and Southland Christian Church's campus on Richmond Road. UK leaders say they understand the inconvenience, but they say the Thursday game is important for the university.
So it's more than just our football team. It's more than the new Commonwealth Stadium. It's a great opportunity to talk about the transformation happening here at the University of Kentucky.
The Lexington Senior Center near the stadium will be closed today, and the nearby Child Development Center of the Bluegrass will close at 1 p.m. Most of the game day parking restrictions began at 7 o'clock this morning.
Well, this morning, a cat is back with her Lexington family after an unexpected adventure in the Big Apple. The Rogers family went to New York on vacation last week and took their cat Charlie with them. But one night, they say Charlie jumped out of an open window of their hotel room. The family looked for Charlie, but they couldn't find her anywhere. Once back in Kentucky, the family received a surprise phone call.
It was from Kentucky Save and letting me know, do you have a kitty that's missing? And I could not believe it. I literally started shaking.
Wow, amazing that they found that cat. Someone at the hotel found Charlie, took her to a shelter. That shelter scanned her for a microchip and found that Charlie had one, and it was registered to Kentucky Save. The organization arranged to have Charlie driven back to the state. She was reunited with her family last night.
All right. Good time Charlie is back home. Very cute cat. All right. Quite an adventure there. We have a traffic alert this morning for drivers who use Todd's Road in Lexington. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says crews will begin a widening project today. They'll be working on the stretch of Todd's Road between Forest Hill Drive and I-75. The project is designed to make the road safer. It's scheduled to be finished in the summer of 2017. The Transportation Cabinet says drivers could face delays at times. Well, WKYT This Morning just getting started. Glad to have you along with us here on this Thursday. Feels a little bit like a Saturday with a game day.
Oh, does it, Bill? I don't know about that. Coming up, a message for parents who publicly share photos of their children online.
And boy, things feel really chilly this morning, but let me tell you, we get into the afternoon and things will look and feel fantastic. We'll get into your work week and also your weekend coming up.